What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my bathroom. It has been a while, at least for me, since I filmed the video, so I'm a little rusty. But I saw this picture and I was so curious on what the final product would be that I thought, why don't I just try it on myself and we can see what it would look like together. It's gonna look like way different though because I have a lot of regrowth, clearly, but I don't know, maybe it'll still give like an idea of what it'll look like, I hope. I'm not gonna do the same colors that they had in the picture just because I wanted something a little brighter, and I've always kind of wanted to do neon green and yellow after seeing a music video like years ago that I was like, oh my god, it's so beautiful, I need to try that. But at that time I didn't have blonde hair, but now I do. The colors that I'm gonna do are gonna be a like green with like a slight tint of blue and then a yellow. The greens I'm going to use are electric lime and green apple, and then I'm going to throw a little bit of baby blue, just like a drop, just so it has the tint of blue but is still like mostly green. And the yellow I'm going to use is Cosmic Yellow, which I have used before. There's not much left in it, so hopefully I have enough. But I still have a little bit of orange. Ouch. I still have a little bit of orange and a little bit of green from my last Halloween color. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to go ahead and link it down below for you so then you can check it out because I think it turned out pretty good if I do say so myself. I think the parting of this is going to be the hardest part because, get it? Hardest part. Because I can't see the back of my head, and the picture, it's not just like a straight, you know, it's kind of like got a little gap in the middle. So we're gonna just go right here at my receding hairline that has been like this since I was a child. And we're just gonna do a rough section, and then we're gonna fix it later. I'm gonna wet my hair after this, but just for right now, it's easier to part dry hair, at least for me. Okay, you guys, I just did that off camera because when I tell you it took me so long to do that, you would laugh at how long it actually took me. So, I actually had to get help. So this is kind of what it looks like. It'll be easier to tell when I have the dye in it, but I'm gonna start with the yellows. These two, and then the green that I mixed up, I thought I was just gonna do like a drop of blue, but the drop of blue wasn't doing anything, so it ended up being just like 2 full-on squirts of blue and a couple drops of an even darker blue, but it really didn't make a difference, so I said forget it, I'm just gonna use what I have. So I can't tell you the exact measurements on that, but we'll see how it turns out. I wanted to also, because it looked like they took out like a small section in the front, because I don't want that money piece look. I don't really like that look. Of course, it's not going to look the same kind of like that because I don't have my roots done. Aren't even roots anymore at this point, honestly. They're more just like, it's my hair. It's just my hair. I just don't want the yellow to just be like, boom, right there in the front. I want it to kind of blend in the back. I have a little orange in my hair still, so I don't really know how it's going to turn out with the yellow. Oh, there's some green too right there. I forgot. It should be fine since the overall colors are yellow and green, so it shouldn't be a problem. Alright, got my hair dyeing towel on the floor because this is a runny mixture. And let's apply the yellow. Oh, guys. Yeah. It's not even showing up. Like in some lights it kind of looks yellow, but really it just looks orange. Okay, so it's about an hour later and the yellow wasn't showing up on my hair because of the orange. I thought maybe it would be like good enough to show like a little bit, and it did at the ends, but you can still even see the orange, the little bit of orange, and then the tops, it's all orange. So I had to improvise. So I'm changing it up and we're doing something a little different now. We're gonna do, I guess, red and green. I didn't actually have any red left, so my boyfriend had to go run out and get some hair dye for me. And I only needed a little, so I just had him, I tried to find the cheapest one that was still like a good product, and so I had him get Rock and Roll Red by Manic. I've never actually used Manic before. I know it's one of the like most popular hair dye brands out there, but I personally have never used one. I've always thought it was like way too thick of a consistency for my liking. But I didn't have many other choices because a certain combination of two colors are too close to a sports team, and I don't have any more purple and I don't have any more pink because I have already used them up. So unfortunately, red was really the only other option. And if you're thinking it's not, that other color is the color of the sports team. And I'm not a sports fan, so I didn't want to have that association. So we're doing red today. I'm hoping it'll look more like a strawberry rather than like Christmassy. Although we are in that season, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But I just did a little bit of that with some conditioner to lighten it up, maybe make it a little more pastel to try to get it to a strawberry kind of color. We'll see. I have no idea how it's going to turn out now because anytime I picture these two colors together, I immediately think Christmas. But we're going to find out. Who knows? Maybe it'll be really pretty. But I think in the long run, it'll actually be better for a contrast so we can see what that hair inspiration picture result actually would be. Even though, again, I do have a lot of grow out, it'll still give an idea, and maybe the contrast will actually show it better. So, I got this side with yellow, so I'm going to, since red and green are opposites, I don't want them to even have a chance of mixing, so I'm going to start with my green on the top of my head first, and then I guess do the green under this part right here, and then I will do the red right here, and then when I wash them out, I guess I'm just gonna, I think I'll do the red first when I wash them out because it's darker, and red, we all know, red stains. It'll grab anything and make it red forever. So I'm gonna do green first and then I'm gonna do red. So let's go. I mean, the plus side of having so much regrowth though is that I don't even like need to use that much product when I dye my hair because it's a good amount of regrowth. I think I decided that I wasn't gonna bleach my hair anymore to my roots, like what was it, March? Or no, it was probably like May or June or something. So it's been a little while. But I did do it one time. Not fully to my roots, but I did go up a little farther for one of my hair dyeing escapades. Did have the thought of just doing orange and green again, but I just did it. And as great as it looked together, I really liked I think what it was I just liked the arrangement of the last one more than like, the colors together were really nice, but I think what made it really good was the placement that I had with the colors. I think that's what made me like it the most. We have green on the top now. So now we're gonna do red on these parts. I'm actually kind of nervous. I hope it turns out well. The Manic Panic says to do it on dry hair, but because it's already like way thicker than than the consistencies that I usually like, I'm gonna get it wet so that it spreads a little more evenly. Also since I've never worked with it before, I want to make sure that I don't mess up by having splotches. Guys, look at that. That's how much my hair's grown out. I like it. You know, the funny thing is, so back when I was in 8th grade, the summer before 8th grade, I cut my hair to my chin. Hated it. But because I was doing so much heat damage and so much like yanking, I didn't take care of my hair. I had no hair care routine like whatsoever. And I was just straightening it every single day before school. My hair grew about 4 inches in 7 years. I say that, I know my hair was growing, but it wasn't getting longer because of all the heat damage. And so now that I have stopped, like, I very rarely use heat on my hair, but I'm also not, I don't have a rule against using heat on my hair. I just am too lazy. But now my hair is grows so quick because in 2019, the summer of 2019, I cut my hair into a pixie. I think I showed a picture of it in one of my other videos, but I can throw another one in. I cut my hair into a pixie, and because I wanted to shave my head, but the hairstylist, she talked me out of it. Kind of still wish I did, because now my hair's longer again, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to go through the whole regrowth phase again. It was awful, blah, blah, blah. So, cut my hair into a pixie, summer of 2019, and look at how long my hair's already gotten since then. And I did do a video where I cut it, but I only took maybe 2 inches off. But and I've bleached my hair multiple times since then. So if you bleach your hair right, you get damage, but you see my hair, I still have my curls. My hair's still growing. So just if you want to bleach your hair, don't be afraid. Just don't be afraid of the damage. You can always cut it off if you want. Or you could let it grow out. Sorry, I'm moving you guys back to where you were. There you go. So if you've ever wanted to bleach your hair, don't be afraid of the damage, because if you do it right and carefully, there will be damage, but it will be so minimal that you won't really notice it unless you put your hair under a microscope or something, because I still have my curls, my hair's still growing, it doesn't break off at the ends. It actually is growing faster than when I was doing heat damage. So if that tells you anything, at least my hair handles bleaching better than heat damage. So maybe yours will too. Okay, so just working with Manic Panic, I don't hate it. The consistency is, yeah, it's thicker than I'm used to, but it's not bad. I do still prefer the Adore hair color that I usually use, just because that one, I like to save my products. I don't like to just use a whole entire bottle for one dye job. I don't really have much confidence in this color. I'm kind of regretting it. I mean, hopefully it'll turn out well. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? It's not bad. I don't know. It's not one that I would have originally picked. I'll just put it at that. I do still have some green on this side. And I guess we're just gonna see. Bro, come on. Get it together. I definitely feel like not as much goes a long way with this compared to the Adore. Like, I feel like one squeeze could get like probably this whole section of hair from Adore. So whenever I use those on like my whole head, I usually barely even use like a fourth of the container, which is why I still have so many left over. But also my hair is like super thin. My hair is very thin and it's very fine. Like, yay, best combination. But the plus side of that is it does not use a lot of products. When I do stuff like bleaching or coloring, it doesn't use a lot of products. Okay, now I'm just going to do the bottom one. I actually had just the right amount of both colors mixed up, so that's cool. Alright, well that was quick. So now I got all the colors in. I'm just gonna wait maybe about 45 minutes and then wash them out in some kind of sequence that hopefully does not cause them to run. And then I'll be back. I guess I'll just come back probably tomorrow for me when the sun's actually out, and then you guys can get like an actual good shot of what it looks like. So I will see you guys in 2 seconds. So there was no sun today, and I definitely diluted that Manic Panic red way more than I should have, because this side is basically still orangey pink and this side is just straight pink, basically. It all completely just fell out of the hair. I thought I'd be able to dilute it as much as I usually dilute the Adore hair dye, but I guess that's not the case. I don't know if maybe the Adore hair dye is just like more concentrated of a color or not. But again, I've never used Manic Panic before, so I guess it was just a fail overall. I don't know. I definitely won't be trying to keep this in for very long. I'll probably wash it quite a bit, because I don't particularly like it. It looks really funny. What do you guys think? This is how that technique actually ended up looking. Again, I think it would look way different if your hair was actually bleached all the way to the roots. So I wouldn't not recommend it, because it was a pretty cool like thing to try out. But just for me specifically, I think that the parting took way too much, and I didn't actually get to see probably the intended results of doing that, like that type of parting. I would rather just do 3 parts and save myself that hour that it took me to part, because I can't see behind my head. So if you want to try it though, I definitely say go for it, because it might look better if your hair is bleached all the way to the roots than it did for me. If you do though, definitely comment down below if you're going to try it, if you want to try it, or if you already did try it. Put your Instagram handle or something and I will check it out, because I'm actually curious what it would look like with the intended, like with the roots bleached all the way. I've been told that I should start telling you guys to like and subscribe my videos, but I mean, that's totally up to you guys. I just hope that you'll come back and watch my videos, because I enjoy talking to you guys and I hope you get some sort of entertainment from my videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!